Today we are making some delicious okra stew to go along with some soft banku. Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. If you're new here, my name is Gifty. A warm and pleasant welcome to you. And to all our returning subscribers, thank you so much for the love and support. Let's dive right in. So for my list of ingredients, I have here 1 habanero, 3 tomatoes, 1 large onion, 4 cloves of garlic, some ginger, some garden eggs. Then I have here 1 tablespoon of dawa, 1 teaspoon of anise seed, 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. I have here my proteins of choice. I have some mackerel fish, which is already grilled in the oven. I have the recipe on the channel. I have some blue crabs and some mushrooms. And over here, I have some goat's meat with 2 bay leaves. And I have my okro, which is previously cut and frozen. And I have here some spinach. And then you're gonna need our basic ingredients like salt, the oil, and other stuff. So I'll show you the rest of the ingredients as we go along. Into my blend, I'm going to add half of the onion, 1 teaspoon anise seed, and 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, and the ginger and garlic. Then blend this. Our goat's meat is here. I'll add some salt to taste, black pepper, and I'll pour some of this onto the meat and leave a little bit behind for the stew. I'll cover it and cook it in its own juices until the moisture comes out, the water comes out. Then I'll add some more water to cook it. Whilst the goat's meat cooks, we'll proceed to prep the rest of our ingredients. Okay. So I added another half of a chopped onion to the stew, which I didn't show that part. If you haven't liked the video yet, please hit the like button, share with your family and friends and on your social media platforms, and also subscribe if you haven't done so yet. So our meat has come to a boil and it has released some juices. So next I'm going to add in some cowhide or wele, which are parboiled for a little bit and then for about 10 minutes to soften up a bit. Then I have here the crabs, so I'm going to add some water because I want some stock. Give this a stir. I'm going to add in half of a Maggie tablet, okay, and cover this back up and allow this to cook for steam for about 15-20 more minutes. Then we'll begin our stew. It's now time to start the stew, so I'll add some palm oil. I'm using Zomi into the pot and allow this to come to temperature. Once it comes to temperature, then I'll add in the sliced onions. The oil is heated up, so I'll now add in the chopped onions and give this a stir and allow it to fry for about 3 to 5 minutes. Whilst I go ahead and blend the rest of the ingredients, so I have in there some habanero pepper, onions, and tomatoes, and I'm adding in about 2 tablespoons of dawa or locust beans. So I'll add this, I'll blend it until nice and smooth, and we'll transfer it into our onion base. Rinse out your blender and the lid and add that bit of moisture into your sauce. Give this a stir and cover it and allow it to cook, or allow the moisture to cook out for about 10-15 minutes or so. Then we'll come back and continue. So whilst we wait for the sauce to cook out, I brought the stock to a boil and I'm placing in the okro. This is chopped okro that I had in the freezer, so I'm using 2. I'll allow this to cook a bit, then I'll add in the garden eggs. I've added a bit of water. I'm going to add in the garden eggs and a little bit of baking soda. So we'll allow this to go, okay, until it's ready. Alright guys, so let's check on our stew. To season our sauce, I'm going to use some shrimp powder, which I grinded in my grinder. You may also use your shrimp Maggie tablets. I'll add some salt to taste, then go in with my proteins and some of the stock. I'll add some black pepper to this. So we'll give this a taste. And see if we need any more. I'll add some salt. Cover it and allow it to simmer gently. Checking back on our okra and garden eggs, this is how it's looking. So I'll beat it to activate the viscosity of it, and this is how it's looking, very nice and lush. And we will go back and check on our sauce. So at this point, I'm going to add in the rest of my protein, which is the mackerel fish and the mushroom. I love mushroom in my okra or soups, very nice and tasty. So give this a stir. You want to be gentle as you stir so you don't break up your fish. So allow this to cook for about 10 minutes so all the flavor can marry together. And 10 minutes later, our stew base is ready to receive the cooked okra. So remember, the okra and garden eggs is pretty much cooked, so we're not going to overcook this. I'll add in 2 habaneros for some fragrance and also for anyone who wants some extra spice. So I'll give this a stir gently, and guys, it smells amazing in here. So at this point, I'm going to add in some sliced spinach, all right, and we'll give this a toss or stir it until it incorporates beautifully together. This is how our stew is looking. So for some crunch and freshness towards the end, I'll add in some chopped onions, give this a stir and taste for my seasoning. I need a little bit more seasoning, so I'll add some adobo to it. You can add any, you can use salt or any type of seasoning that you fancy. Give this a stir, and at this point, guys, it is on point. It is delicious, and we are done. So I'll clean the edge of our pot, allow it to simmer for about 5 minutes on low heat, and it is ready. This is how our okra stew is looking. And at this point, you can turn off your heat, and we are ready to dig in. So let's dish out and dig in. It smells amazing and looks good. Alright fam, it's now time to dig in and enjoy the fruits of our labor. And I have here some soft banku, which I'll have the recipe coming for you. But this, guys, it was so delicious. The banku was so nice and soft. I mean, glides down your throat like no man's business. And the stew, so delicious. It's spicy. We have a little bit of everything. We have our wile, we have our crab, just just look at that. Alright fam, and that is it for today. This was super delicious. I hope you give this recipe a try. Thank you so much for doing this with me, and until we meet again, don't forget to subscribe, share, and also like if you haven't liked already. Until we meet again, stay blessed, stay out of trouble, and be well. Bye y'all.